chosen ones, God commands you to complete this work as soon as possible. Listen closely with a calm heart and an open spirit, because these words carry a weight of love and urgency that cannot be ignored. This moment is not ordinary, and this message reaches you because heaven sees your heart and the quiet faith you carried through many difficult seasons. There is something important unfolding around your life right now, something gentle yet powerful that God has been preparing for a long time. Those who hear these words are not here by accident, because the Father always guides His chosen children to the place where they must hear what their soul needs most. The path before you holds a sacred responsibility, and the peace of Christ will guide every step as you continue listening carefully. Type 2323 in the comments if you agree. There is a work placed within your life that was never meant to remain unfinished or forgotten, because God planted it within your heart like a seed waiting patiently for the right season to grow. Many times you wondered if your quiet obedience mattered, and many nights you walked forward through uncertainty while still holding on to faith. Heaven watched every step, every small act of kindness, and every moment when you chose love, even when the world felt cold. The Lord does not forget those moments, and the grace of Jesus continues to surround you, even in ways your eyes cannot yet see. What you carry inside your heart right now is part of something much larger than your present understanding. There is a gentle urgency in the voice of God during this moment, not the kind that creates fear, but the kind that awakens purpose inside a faithful heart. You were never meant to hide the calling that rests inside your spirit, because the light of Christ within you was placed there to guide others and to bring peace where confusion once lived. The work God speaks about is not only something you do with your hands, but something you carry through your kindness, your compassion, and your steady faith. Each step forward builds something meaningful that heaven has already prepared for you long before this day arrived. If this moment is touching your heart and reminding you that God still guides His chosen children, gently support this video by pressing like so that this encouragement can reach many other hearts that need hope today. A rare 7-second morning ritual previously hidden in classified documents is re-emerging, and people are already sharing accounts of swift financial advancement. It takes almost no time, yet it triggers a dormant wealth switch in the brain that most people never use. Click the link in the description and comments now to access it before it vanishes. The love of God moves quietly yet powerfully through the lives of those who remain faithful, even when their journey feels slow or unnoticed. The world often celebrates loud victories and visible success, yet heaven celebrates the quiet soul that continues walking with faith during ordinary days. God sees the moments when you showed patience while others rushed ahead, and He remembers the compassion you offered when someone else needed comfort. None of these actions were small in the eyes of heaven, because every act of love builds something eternal that reaches far beyond what human understanding can measure. Type 555 if you believe. The command to complete this work comes from a place of deep trust that God has placed inside you. He would never call you to something without also providing the strength, wisdom, and peace required to finish it. Even during moments when you felt uncertain or tired, the presence of Jesus remained beside you like a quiet companion walking through every step of your journey. You are not alone while carrying this responsibility, because divine guidance surrounds you even in moments when everything appears silent. There are people whose lives will be touched through the faith you continue to carry. Some will receive comfort simply by watching the calm strength that God has placed inside your spirit. Others will discover hope when they see how love continues to flow through your actions, even during difficult seasons. The work you are called to complete is connected to lives, healing, and blessings that heaven already prepared in advance. Every step forward releases another piece of the beautiful purpose God designed specifically for your life. The message reaching you today carries warmth and encouragement because God never speaks to his children with harshness when their hearts are already faithful. His voice carries reassurance, reminding you that everything placed within your hands was entrusted to you for a reason. There are gifts within your heart that only you can share with the world in the unique way God designed. When those gifts move forward through faith, they become part of something beautiful that continues growing long after the moment passes. The calling inside you may have felt quiet for a long time, almost like a gentle whisper, waiting patiently for the right moment to be heard clearly. That moment has arrived with peaceful clarity, bringing a reminder that the time to finish what God placed in your heart has come. The urgency is filled with hope because the Father knows you are ready, even if your own heart sometimes feels unsure about the road ahead. Heaven never rushes without purpose, and every step you take now carries meaning that will reveal itself in the days ahead. The presence of Jesus continues walking beside you as a guide filled with compassion and understanding. His love strengthens tired hearts and lifts spirits that once felt heavy from long seasons of waiting. When you move forward with faith, you step into the peace that only God can provide. That peace will guard your heart while you continue completing the work placed before you. Remember that this journey is not about perfection or human approval, because God already sees the sincerity living inside your spirit. What matters most is the faith that keeps you moving forward, even when the path feels quiet and unseen. The work you complete now becomes part of a larger story written by the hands of heaven. Every small step, every kind word, and every act of faith carries more power than you realize. What you are walking through right now carries deep meaning, even if the full picture is still hidden from your sight. Heaven often prepares the most beautiful outcomes in quiet seasons where faith grows stronger than fear. The work placed in your hands is connected to this sacred preparation, and every moment you remain faithful allows that purpose to grow stronger and clearer. A newly revealed 7-second brainwave method, backed by neuroscience and once hidden in classified documents, is helping thousands activate their brain's wealth setting. People refer to it as the money magnet sound because of how quickly it appears to attract abundance. Click the link in the description and comments below to awaken the prosperity already within you. There were times when your heart felt weary from waiting because the journey seemed longer than you expected when the calling first touched your life. In those moments you wondered whether the work placed before you truly mattered in a world that often overlooks quiet faithfulness. Yet heaven never measures your life by the noise of the world or the approval of people around you. God looks directly into the heart, where sincerity, kindness, and steady faith reveal the true strength of a person. Every moment you continued walking with patience became a step that brought you closer to the beautiful purpose God designed for you long ago. Type 1111 in the comments if you trust in God. The presence of Jesus has always walked beside you during this journey, even during the moments when your eyes could not clearly see the path ahead. His love surrounds those who remain humble and willing to follow the gentle guidance of heaven. The work you are completing is not simply an action or a task, because it is a living expression of faith that reflects the compassion of Christ into the lives of others. Many people will receive encouragement through the light that quietly shines from your life. Some may never even tell you how much your faith helped them continue moving forward during their own difficult seasons. God often chooses humble hearts to carry meaningful responsibilities, because humility allows love to flow freely without pride or selfish ambition. You were chosen because your spirit carries compassion and sincerity that heaven can trust. The Father saw the way you cared for others, even when no one was watching, and he saw the way your heart remained soft despite the hardships you experienced along the way. Those qualities are precious in the eyes of heaven because they reflect the gentle spirit of Jesus living within you. The work you are called to complete is not only about the present moment, because its influence will continue long after this season has passed. Seeds of hope are planted through quiet acts of faith, and those seeds will grow in the hearts of people who encounter the kindness and encouragement flowing from your life. God uses simple acts of love to create lasting impact that stretches across time in ways the human mind cannot fully understand. The beauty of heaven's plan often reveals itself slowly, like a garden that grows stronger day by day under the care of a patient gardener. There is also healing connected to the path you are walking right now. Sometimes God leads his children through work that not only blesses others but also restores parts of their own hearts that once felt wounded or tired. As you continue moving forward with faith, the peace of Christ gently fills the places where past burdens once lived. Healing flows through obedience when a heart chooses trust instead of fear. What once felt heavy begins to feel lighter because the love of God lifts the spirit in ways no human strength could accomplish. The urgency you feel in your spirit does not come from pressure or anxiety because God never drives his children through fear. Instead, it is a quiet reminder that the season for completing this work has arrived. When heaven speaks with gentle urgency, it means the time has come for the seed planted within your life to grow into something visible and beautiful. This moment carries opportunity, and your faith allows that opportunity to unfold exactly as God planned from the beginning. Type "yes" in the comments to affirm. You may notice that as you continue forward, certain paths become clearer and certain distractions slowly fade away from your life. This is the loving guidance of God, gently arranging your surroundings so you can focus on what truly matters. The Father knows how easily the human heart can become overwhelmed by unnecessary worries or voices that create confusion. His guidance brings simplicity and peace, allowing you to move forward without carrying burdens that were never meant for you. The presence of Jesus remains your greatest source of strength during this journey. His compassion reminds you that love is always stronger than doubt, and that faith always carries more power than fear. Even when challenges appear along the path, they cannot stop what heaven has already decided to bring into completion. The work you are doing is protected by divine purpose, and nothing can truly block the blessings that God intends to release through your obedience. Many people spend their lives searching for meaning, wondering whether their actions truly matter in the larger story of the world. Yet your life already carries meaning because God placed purpose inside your spirit long before you understood its full importance. The work before you now is part of that purpose unfolding at the perfect time. Heaven does not rush or delay without reason, because the timing of God always carries wisdom that leads to the most beautiful outcomes. There is also joy waiting on the other side of this season of completion. Joy does not always appear loudly or suddenly, but it arrives quietly when a heart realizes that it has walked faithfully through every step placed before it. The peace that comes from finishing what God asked you to do is deeper than any temporary satisfaction the world can offer. It is the quiet happiness that fills the soul when obedience meets divine purpose. As you continue walking forward, allow your heart to remain gentle and open to the love of God guiding your path. The work you complete today will become a blessing tomorrow, and the faith you carry now will inspire many others to trust God with their own journeys. Heaven sees every step, every moment of courage, and every quiet prayer whispered in faith. The journey you are walking continues to unfold quietly under the watchful love of God, and each step forward reveals another small piece of the purpose placed within your life. There are moments when the path feels simple and calm, and there are other moments when it feels deeper and more serious, yet every part of the journey carries meaning. Heaven does not allow the steps of a faithful heart to wander without direction. The Father watches over the progress of His children with gentle care, guiding them through seasons that shape their character and strengthen their faith. What you are completing now is part of a larger story that God has been writing in your life long before you recognized the importance of it. A 7-second brainwave practice, once reserved for select circles and concealed in classified files, has now been made public, and many describe it as the 30-second miracle. Experts say it awakens a dormant brain center connected to wealth and blessings. Click the link in the comments below before it is taken down from the internet again. Many people imagine that God's plans arrive through loud and dramatic moments, yet most of His work unfolds quietly through steady faith and simple obedience. Your life reflects this quiet beauty, because the work placed before you grows stronger every time you choose faith instead of fear. The world often moves quickly and forgets the value of patience, yet heaven understands that patience builds strength within the human spirit. The calling inside your life has been developing through many seasons of waiting, reflection, and quiet preparation. Now that preparation is guiding you toward the completion of something meaningful and lasting. Type 2020 in the comments to claim miracles. There were seasons when you felt unnoticed, when your efforts seemed small compared with the loud achievements that others celebrated around you. Yet heaven never overlooked those quiet seasons of faithfulness. God saw every moment when you chose kindness instead of bitterness, and He saw the compassion that remained in your heart even when circumstances felt difficult. These moments built the foundation for the work you are completing now. Faith grows strongest in quiet places, where the heart learns to trust God without needing recognition from the world. The work you are finishing carries the fragrance of love, because it flows from a heart that has learned the beauty of humility and patience. When love becomes the reason behind every action, the results reach far beyond what the human mind can measure. God uses such work to bring healing into places where hope once felt distant. The gentle Spirit of Jesus shines through those who walk with compassion, and that light becomes a source of encouragement for many people who are searching for peace. You may notice that your heart has become stronger than it once was during earlier seasons of your life. Experiences that once felt overwhelming now appear as lessons that helped shape your faith and wisdom. This transformation did not happen by accident. God allowed each season to teach you something valuable, preparing you for the responsibility placed before you today. The strength inside your spirit was built through every challenge you faced and every prayer you whispered during times of uncertainty. As the work continues moving toward completion, a sense of quiet confidence begins growing within your heart. This confidence does not come from pride or human ability, but from the peace that flows through a life guided by God. The presence of Jesus fills the soul with calm assurance that every step forward is part of a divine plan. When a person walks with this kind of peace, their actions carry a gentle power that touches the lives of others in beautiful ways. Many people who cross your path may never fully understand the journey that shaped your faith, yet they will feel the warmth and kindness that flows from your heart. Sometimes the greatest blessings come through simple acts of compassion that seem ordinary at first. A kind word, a moment of encouragement, or a quiet example of faith can bring light into someone else's dark season. God often uses these small moments to remind others that hope still exists in the world. The calling you carry continues growing like a steady flame protected by the love of heaven. Even when winds of doubt tried to blow against it during the past, that flame remained alive because God Himself was protecting it. The work you are completing now allows that flame to shine more brightly than before. It becomes a light that others can see, not for your own praise, but for the glory of the love that God placed inside your life. Type 1212 in the comments if you walk by faith. As the journey continues, new understanding will gently appear within your heart. Some things that once felt confusing will begin to make sense as you see how each experience connected to the purpose God placed before you. Heaven's wisdom often reveals itself slowly, so that faith grows deeper and stronger along the way. When understanding arrives at the right time, it brings peace instead of confusion. There is also a quiet joy developing within your spirit as you continue completing what God asked you to do. This joy is different from temporary happiness because it grows from the satisfaction of living according to divine guidance. A heart that follows God's direction discovers a deeper kind of fulfillment that cannot be taken away by changing circumstances. The peace of Christ becomes a steady companion, bringing comfort and strength through every step of the journey. The presence of God surrounding your life is gentle yet powerful. His love creates a safe place where faith can continue growing without fear. Even when challenges appear, they cannot overcome the protection that heaven places around those who walk in sincere obedience. Every step forward becomes part of a testimony that reflects the goodness and faithfulness of God. The work you are completing also carries a message for others who are watching your life quietly. Some people observe from a distance, learning about faith simply by seeing the calm strength that lives inside your spirit. They notice the patience you show during difficult moments and the kindness you continue offering even when circumstances are not easy. These silent lessons become powerful encouragement for those who are struggling to hold on to hope. God often speaks through lives that demonstrate love, compassion, and perseverance. Your journey reflects these qualities in ways that words alone cannot express. The work you complete today will become part of a story that continues inspiring people long after this season has passed. Heaven's influence travels through generations when faith is lived sincerely. As you continue walking forward, allow gratitude to fill your heart for the guidance you have received along the way. Every step of this journey has carried meaning, even when its purpose was not immediately clear. Now those steps are forming a beautiful path that leads toward completion and blessing. The Father has been guiding your life with wisdom and care from the very beginning. A peaceful sense of fulfillment waits ahead as the work placed before you reaches its completion. This fulfillment will remind you that every moment of patience, every prayer, and every act of faith contributed to something meaningful and lasting. The love of Jesus continues walking beside you, ensuring that the path remains steady and filled with hope. A rare 7-second morning ritual, previously hidden in classified documents, is re-emerging, and people are already sharing accounts of swift financial advancement. It takes almost no time, yet it triggers a dormant wealth switch in the brain that most people never use. Click the link in the description and comments now to access it before it vanishes. Heaven does not move without purpose, and the steps you are taking right now were written into the story of your life long before you recognized the importance of them. There is a peaceful strength growing inside you, and that strength comes from walking faithfully under the guidance of God's loving hand. Many times during your earlier seasons, you felt as though you were walking through unknown territory where answers did not appear quickly. Those moments were not wasted, because they allowed your faith to mature in ways that only patience and trust could accomplish. The Father often prepares His children in quiet seasons, where their hearts learn to rely fully on His guidance instead of their own limited understanding. Every step of waiting, every quiet prayer, and every moment of perseverance helped shape the courage that now lives inside your spirit. Type 1919 in the comments to receive miracles. The work you are completing now reflects the beauty of a life that has remained faithful through many different seasons. When a person continues trusting God even during uncertain times, their life becomes a living reflection of hope for others who are searching for direction. The compassion you carry within your heart did not appear suddenly. It grew slowly through experiences that taught you the value of kindness, forgiveness, and humility. Those lessons now guide the way you approach the work placed before you. The presence of Jesus continues to walk beside you with gentle compassion and unwavering support. His love has never left your side, even during moments when your heart felt tired from the journey. The peace he brings allows your spirit to remain calm while completing what God asked you to do. When Christ becomes the center of a person's life, every step forward carries purpose and meaning that cannot be shaken by the temporary troubles of the world. The work you are finishing is not simply about reaching an end, because it also reveals how far your faith has grown along the way. Sometimes God allows a person to look back at their journey so they can see how His guidance carried them through every challenge and every season of uncertainty. These reflections bring gratitude and renewed strength, reminding the heart that nothing was wasted and every experience contributed to the beautiful purpose unfolding now. Your obedience in this season is quietly opening doors of blessing that heaven has already prepared. Some of those blessings will appear in your own life through peace, healing, and renewed hope. Others will appear in the lives of people who encounter the kindness and encouragement flowing from your actions. God often spreads His goodness through faithful hearts who continue walking with compassion even when life feels demanding. There is a calm determination growing within you, and it carries the assurance that the work placed before you will be completed exactly as God intended. This determination does not come from pressure or human ambition, because it rises from the quiet confidence that heaven is guiding every step. The Father would never ask His children to complete something without also providing the strength required to finish it. Type 666 in the comments if you trust Jesus. As you continue forward, the love of God gently removes distractions that once tried to slow your progress. Some paths that once seemed important may now feel less significant as your heart focuses more clearly on the purpose placed before you. This change is not a loss but a blessing, because it allows you to move with greater clarity and peace. Heaven often simplifies the path so that the heart can walk forward without unnecessary burdens. You may begin noticing small confirmations along the way that remind you God is present within every step of this journey. These confirmations may appear through unexpected encouragement, peaceful moments of reflection, or the quiet feeling that you are exactly where you need to be. Such moments are gentle reminders that heaven continues guiding your life with love and wisdom. The work you are completing also strengthens your relationship with God in beautiful ways. Every step of obedience draws your heart closer to His presence, allowing you to experience the depth of His compassion and care. When a person walks faithfully through the tasks placed before them, they discover that God's guidance becomes clearer and His peace becomes stronger within their spirit. Your life now carries a testimony of patience and perseverance that will quietly inspire others who observe your journey. Some people may never speak about what they notice, yet the strength of your faith will still leave an impression on their hearts. God often uses such examples to remind others that hope continues to exist even in a world that sometimes feels uncertain. There is also a quiet transformation happening within your spirit as you approach the completion of this work. The person you are becoming through this journey reflects the gentle character of Christ more clearly than before. Compassion flows more naturally through your words and actions, and the peace of God fills places where worry once tried to live. The beauty of heaven's plan is that it continues growing even after one season reaches its completion. The work you are finishing now prepares the way for new opportunities to serve, encourage, and uplift others in the future. God does not stop guiding His children once a task is completed, because His plans for their lives continue unfolding with deeper meaning and purpose. You are walking through a season where faith and obedience come together to create something lasting and meaningful. Every moment you remain faithful adds another piece to the story God is writing through your life. That story will continue touching lives in ways that stretch far beyond what your eyes can currently see. The peace of Jesus remains your greatest strength as this journey continues. His presence calms every anxious thought and fills your heart with steady confidence that you are moving in the direction God prepared for you. When the love of Christ surrounds a person's life, even difficult seasons become opportunities for growth and blessing. What if abundance had always been influenced by a hidden brain signal, buried in classified records and never fully disclosed to the public? This frequency is now creating new pathways, attracting opportunities, and reshaping lives faster than expected. Thousands are already using it to draw wealth like never before. Click the link in the description and comments now and activate the money-attracting brainwave today. Continue walking with the same gentle faith that carried you through earlier chapters of this journey. The Father is watching over your steps with care, guiding the completion of the work He placed within your hands. As this season unfolds, you will see how every moment of patience and trust contributed to something far more beautiful than you first imagined. As the path continues opening before you, a gentle understanding begins settling deeper within your spirit. The work God has placed in your life is not simply about finishing something that was started long ago, but about revealing the quiet strength that heaven has been building inside your heart. Many seasons passed where you learned patience, compassion, and endurance, and those seasons shaped the person you are today. Nothing that happened along your journey was meaningless, because every experience carried a lesson designed to prepare you for this moment. The Father has been guiding your life carefully, step by step, allowing every season to add wisdom and depth to your faith. There were days when you wondered whether your quiet obedience truly mattered, because the world often praises loud accomplishments and visible success. Yet heaven measures life very differently, valuing sincerity, kindness, and humility far more than the recognition that people seek. God saw the moments when you chose peace instead of anger and compassion instead of bitterness. He watched every quiet prayer that rose from your heart during nights when no one else understood the burdens you carried. Those unseen moments built a foundation of faith that now supports the work you are completing. Type yes in the comments to affirm. The love of Jesus continues surrounding you as you move forward, filling your spirit with calm assurance that you are not walking alone. His presence remains steady during both peaceful moments and challenging ones, reminding your heart that divine guidance never leaves those who trust in God. When Christ becomes the center of a person's journey, every step begins to carry meaning that reaches beyond the visible world.